Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another daily energy draw. This is going to be for February 19th, 2020 on Wednesday. And today we are using the True Love reading cards. I don't know why they have me go to the decks that I use. I pre-record all of these. Remember, time is fluid, an illusion. You take the messages when they resonate for you. But somehow they end up connecting. Somehow they end up resonating. And isn't that just the beauty of all of this? So let's see what we have for today, for Wednesday. Spirit, what do you want us to know for Wednesday? What do you want us to know for Wednesday? What do you want us to know? What message do you have for Wednesday? Reparenting yourself. This came out. Where did this come out? I feel like this came out in a recent Sacred Union energy update, and I'm going to try to find it and put a link in the description box below because it's the same energy here. This is all about loving your inner child, nurturing your inner child. This is all about loving yourself. When we are born, we take on the energy of the world. We take on the conditioning, we take on the beliefs, we take on the patterns. And as we grow up, we form our own beliefs based on the experiences that we have. But some of those are actually false beliefs based on the experiences we have. They're not truth, they're just perspective. That's what this is all about. This is all about uncovering what is real, uncovering what is true. Now, your truth is your truth. You don't need anybody to invalidate it. But what awakening really is, what growth and expansion really is allowing yourself to see from the other perspective, from another perspective. If there are other people involved, it's from their perspective, their perception. But if it's just about yourself, it's can you see a different point of view within yourself? Can you see another habit? Can you see another pattern to take? Another reaction to have? Can you see another way of living if this isn't serving you anymore? Especially when it comes to beliefs, it's all about understanding that the beliefs that you possibly grew up with are false beliefs. They might not hold true. For example, I'm going to give you an example from my own experience. When I was very young, I experienced some abuse at the hands of a kindergarten teacher, emotional abuse. And so my parents, as soon as they found out what was going on, they yanked me out, put me in a different school. But I was terrified when my mom left. I ended up thriving in that school. My best friend was there. But I remember very distinctly crying when my mom left, watching her go down the stairs and being held back. And there was a huge abandonment wound there. I felt like she had abandoned me. She wasn't abandoning me. She was going home, leaving me at school. When I look at it from her perspective, she was gutted. I'm sure she heard my cries. I'm sure she was gutted. But she knew that was what was best for me. She knew I was safe. But from my perspective, that created a belief within me of people are going to leave me, people are going to abandon me. That's something that I had to work very hard on these past several years to heal. That's reparenting yourself. That's nurturing that inner child. That's understanding and telling your inner child, sitting with your inner child and saying, what you experienced back then is not the truth of the situation. What you experienced back then is not now. And it's also what they're saying is honoring yourself as you are now and telling your inner child that you're well now. Telling that inner child who might have been scared, who might have grown up not feeling as loved as they would have liked, who may have grown up not feeling supported, who may have grown up not feeling believed or expressed or been able to express themselves. Whatever it was, a situation, however it was that you grew up. I grew up in a very loving family, a very nurturing family, but there was still that abandonment because of that one experience. There was that abandonment wound. It wasn't the truth of the situation. Whatever it is that happened, you can go back and tell your inner child, look, that wasn't the truth. That wasn't what was real. It was just an illusion. It was just something based on an experience. And now you can change the experience. You can change how you react. You don't have to live in that energy anymore. You don't have to live in that experience anymore. You don't have to live in that wound, in that pain. It's all about loving yourself. And you can even go back and say, look how you turned out. Look who you grew up to be. You should be proud of yourself. I said this, I think it was in one of the last dailies I did. I shared that I do a meditation sometimes, an inner child meditation, where I'm in a garden. my divine counterpart is usually there. We're usually, playing, enjoying each other, or just hugging each other and sitting next to each other and giving each other the love that we wanted to, or that we didn't give each other as children, or that we're even not giving each other now. Just fully loving each other and embracing each other. Sometimes we're there as adults. Sometimes I'm there as an adult, loving my inner child, just sitting with my inner child, asking her what she needs. That's reparenting yourself. That's honoring the child within you and allowing her to grow now based on who you are now, based on the adult that you are. Not letting anybody else, our parents really do the best that they can given what they have. Especially when we're talking about this paradigm that we're in, especially when we're talking about the 3D world and all of its illusions, this matrix that we're in. They did the best that we can, and so we have to forgive that. But now that you're awakened, now that you're ascending, now that you're breaking through those illusions and those false beliefs and those false patterns and behaviors, now's your opportunity to go back to your inner child and tell them your truth, and tell them how much you love them, and tell them who you are, who they grow up to be, and give them the love that you hold within your heart. Reparent yourself, forgive yourself, love yourself in all these many ways. Okay. I'm going to watch that back and see what the heck I just channeled, but that felt very, very powerful, so I hope it's resonating with you guys as well. I am sending you guys so much love, so much light. We'll see you tomorrow with another daily energy draw. We'll be back.